All right, good Tuesday questions. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Well, you saw how Taylor looked.
Easy, Doug. You all right? He looked good. Took every rep today. I mean, I think that we did the right thing, not playing him, and I thought he looked good today. Moved around good. I haven't talked to him, so I'll see how he felt and everything. But everything looks fine. Obviously, both him and Mike took reps. I think Taylor took the majority of them.
Is there anything you need to see him do to be sure that he's good to go, or do you feel like he's pretty much there already?
I'll let him and Mike. Last week I was involved in it because the doctors and everybody didn't, they were, just for the kids' safety and stuff. We just, but I'll let him and Mike. I fully expect for him to be ready to go, and he's a winner and he'll be ready to go. So him and Mike will, if there's some issue or something, then we'll, I just don't feel comfortable if a guy can't take the reps in practice. That just you can't play at this level and not take the reps in practice. So he's ready to go.
You talked about meeting with Chris Peterson for some idea exchanges. What?
Yeah, that's a while ago when I was at Tulsa.
Right. Do you remember what you took from that at all?
Yeah, we exchanged a lot of stuff offensively and stuff. He's a brilliant coach, a class person. Be very similar, probably. I would think, to how we do things. But no, we just he's a teacher like me and a learner, and I think one of the best that I've been around. So we kind of hooked us, me and him, Coach Malzahn, when Coach Malzahn was with me, and we spent a week doing it, and then our AD scheduled each other. So that wasn't real good. And I think we lost 28-27 or something like that. So he's a really good coach, quality person, does a great job. He's done a great job with their team. They got a very good football team.
With Antonio moving over to Will, what's kind of your anticipation about how DJ will be used going forward?
Just the biggest things is him and Christian both is just them learning what they're doing, where they can be efficient and not be disruptive. I think DJ came off his best game against USC. Liu was able to play most every snap, so we got to get he repped every 2 plays, starting there at the last team deal. So he DJ's a guy that needs to be on the field, and Christian is too. But they got to learn what they're doing, and we can't have the mental error. So it's really how much they play is really up to their progression. And but I think DJ had his best football game against USC, so we got a lot of confidence in where he's at.
That new look at defensive line with Mo and Demetrius, what did it really give you in specific that maybe other lineups early in the year didn't give you?
One of the things that I think the best move I made is putting Ami at nose. I think that's been one of the better things, and that doesn't mean that's a certain lineup against a certain grouping, So I just wanted to. We've just been trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, and we just don't have we really don't have a devil, that has the skills like Carl had. Carl could play a 7, a 9, a stand-up, blitz, inside backer, outside backer, and so I'm basically subbing to get that. And so if I'm going to sub to get it, why don't I put a 6'6", 305-pound guy there that's going to set the edge, So. And we're having to be a little more creative with that to be able to create a pass rush and all that too. So I don't know. I just think I like it. I like the diversity between Smallwood and Mo in their talents. They really, really complement each other. I like it's the same complement between Ami and Jackson. Marcus Harrison needs to play every snap. And there's even some things. If I have a devil backer, it's Marcus Harrison. I think Marcus can do some things, so I might stand him up and do some things with him. But we're probably going to do what we did because it seemed to work. So we're going.
Mike has filled in so well. What do you say to fans who maybe is want him to stay in there, and why change something if it's working so well?
My deal is that it's and everybody understands this. I think our players do. We got a lot of confidence in Mike, and he is. I'm not telling you he's not going to play, because I think he will play. We got a lot of confidence in both of them. I've won 20, I don't know how many, 22, 21, 22 games with Taylor Kelly, and at the end of the day, it's my job to put the best player on the field that I think gives us the best chance to win a championship, and he's the guy. And so that's not to say Mike Berkovici's not going to play. I think Mike also would tell you he respects that in me. One thing I learned, if you're going to be a defensive-minded head coach, don't be switching quarterbacks all the time. Get one and believe in them. And I think Taylor's earned that. And I do believe that he's the best one to give us the best chance. But I'm going to tell you, they also, as Ami and Jackson are different, so are those two. And so that's not to say that we won't use Mike a lot or some. So we'll see how that goes. But I know one thing, Mike Berkovici has been unbelievable, and we're awful excited about that, and kind of how that makes us even better than we were before Taylor got hurt. I think we are better because of his development. So, that's somebody's got to be the head coach. Somebody's got to make that decision, and so that's my job to do it, and two, Coach Norvell and those guys. I think everybody. The other thing too is the stability with our team. There's nobody out here on our teams wondering who's the quarterback's going to be.
What do you think it says about your team that, given your defensive inexperience and your early struggles there, and the fact that you lost Taylor for 3 games, that you're still in the position that you are to win this out?
That means our good players, good team, a team that's got a lot of character and a lot of heart, and it's a good thing we get to play it on the field.
How would you grade the first half for Demarius right now?
Demarius has not even scratched the potential of how good he is, and he's been pretty good. I think he's one of the best, safeties in the Pac-12. My goal for Demarius is for me and him to be at the Home Depot Awards at the Jim Thorpe Award. And to do that, he's got to knock it out of the park the last half of the season. So I think he had a really good first half of the season, but his potential is he hasn't even come close to his potential. So we're hoping to strain him and train him and challenging him to do that. And so he's really talented.
What's the biggest step that he has to take to get to that?
Just consistency, continue to get better technique-wise, and it's hard, man, to rely on your technique when you're such a tremendous athlete. But he did he had a great play last week blitzing, and you know what? He improved his blitz ability, technique. He did it the way I told him to do it, instead of just doing it. And so, that's not why he made the play. He made the play because he's a great athlete, a great player, but that's part of it is learning that, and he's developing that way. So I think just learning to trust his technique and continue to know that's if at the end of the day, if you could take an athlete like that and you can say, tell me what separates you from everybody else, and he says, my character, I'm smart, and my technique, and oh, by the way, I'm a great athlete. Now you got something special, and he's in the process of getting there.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.